back. Hey everyone, how would you like to be able to create content that is engaging, that draws people in, and makes them come back wanting more? You wouldn't? You're not interested? Why are you watching this video? No, just kidding. I'm sure you would want that. And if you're a content marketer or you're a business owner, I'm about to show you some ways that you can do that. My name is Scott Ottman. I'm from recessionsolution.com, and what I want to share with you today is what I would call J.J. Abrams' content creation formula. If you don't know who J.J. Abrams is, he is the producer, the creator of many hit television shows that have been out. And what I'm about to share with you today, I gleaned from watching his newest show that just came out called Alcatraz, that was just on Fox the other night. And one of the deep things that I noticed about him after watching this new show is that J.J. Abrams seems to be obsessed with time travel. He seems to be obsessed with islands, and he seems to be obsessed with Hurley, because Hurley's back again. He's a different character, but he's on this show. That's not what I want to talk to you about today. That wasn't the deep thing. So don't pause the video. Don't move on. What I want to share with you is that I realized that even though this is a brand new show, I started to realize J.J. Abrams is using a formula. He's using some of the same elements that he used in Lost. He's using flashbacks. He is using some of the literal same actors, like I already mentioned. And he's in even the way that he's using music. You know, the way it builds up to this high point where it bam, hits that kind of high note and the screen goes black and it goes to a commercial. It's so similar to the way he used the music in Lost that sometimes you almost feel like, hey, is this Lost, 2.0? And I realized that he realized that he knows that formulas work. You don't want them to be so obvious that they stand out, but using them as an underlying structure, skeleton for creating content is very wise and a very smart thing to do. And people that produce hit after hit, that produce content that continues to draw people in, realize the importance of formulas. And what I want to share with you is what I started to realize after watching this show is what I would call his content creation formula that has allowed him to produce hit shows. And whether you are a content marketer or a business owner, and you may say, I have no interest in producing hit shows, you can use the same formula, the same methods to produce content, to draw people in, to potential prospects, and draw those prospects into being customers. And what I'm about to share with you are some ideas about content creation that I've never seen used in this kind of way, and the way that I'm about to show you to apply it to blogging, I've never seen anybody talk about before. So stay tuned for that. All right, you ready to hear J.J. Abrams' content creation formula? These are the three things that I noticed. The first thing I noticed is that J.J. Abrams likes to use parallel storylines. So he'll have one story that's going along here, you're watching it, getting engaged, and all of a sudden the storyline stops, and boom, he comes in with another storyline. And then it's just as you're getting to be engaged in that, boom, the other one comes back in again. And he'll keep bouncing back and sometimes bring in the third storyline. And I'm about to do a course that I call Content Boosters. It's going to be an online course, and I'm going to tell you how important and why parallel storylines are needed for content creation. So I'm not going to go in a lot of detail about it, but I just want to tell you tonight that you need to understand that this enables him to provide more content than he normally could and still be able to keep our attention. And that's really important because in our society nowadays, it seems like all of us have the attention span of a gnat. But by having these parallel storylines, he's able to capture our attention, release it, and then re-engage us with a different storyline, then release it, and we go back to the other one. One of the ways he does this ties into the second thing I noticed, the second part of his formula. He uses smaller storylines. Each episode's kind of a small storyline. And sometimes it can be even self-contained. It'll build on the next one. But he'll also have this larger, hovering storyline. And Lost, the smaller storyline was each episode. about the island, what was happening in that day. But the larger storyline that he kept bouncing back to was the lives of the people outside of the island before they were on the island, and then even what the storyline of the island was before they got there. And it's a really powerful way to draw people in and to keep them intrigued and engaged in what you're presenting. And he's doing that on Alcatraz. There's the main current storyline of these people trying to stop these criminals. And then there's this larger hovering storyline that goes back to Alcatraz. What happened on the island and why are they here now? Why are the criminals from way back when Alcatraz first existed showing up in our modern day? And we don't know the answer to that yet, but the way he ended the episode on Monday, at the very first episode, it just gave you a little teaser of a way that these storylines cross. The third thing he does is he not only does flashbacks with these parallel storylines, but he also will go on tangents and give just side additional information that maybe doesn't even really build up the story, but just as extra. And it's a great way to build suspense and anticipation. And you know, he'll reveal some little new clue or just some little extra element that's just for fun. And these short tangents are really important because nowadays, not only do we have an attention span of a gnat, but instead of thinking in a linear fashion, we seem to be bouncing around. You know, we'll go along this thought, then this leads us to this one, then this one. It's like we're that dog in Up, you know, like he's talking about his master, and they're like, oh, look, a bird. You know, like that's us, and especially online. You know, people are bouncing from this site to this site. They click this link. Someone tweeted this. They went to here. They don't even know how they ended up where they're at or don't remember where they were before. And you need to remember that, because by creating content that has its own tangents within it, you're allowing people to get that sort of satisfaction. And you're allowing their minds to do what they want to do while staying engaged in your content, not moving to somebody else's. All right. So you're probably asking, okay, you know, that's great. Hey, I don't want to make a TV show. So, you know, what's the point? How can I apply this to business or content marketing? I'm going to tell you. There are many different ways this can be applied, but I want to tell you the way that I mentioned at the beginning. This is what I've never heard mentioned about blogging before. It's this. You can think of your blog in this way. You can think that you have this one main storyline. It's the main theme of your blog. Let's say you have a plumbing blog. You're a plumber. Your main theme, your main storyline is about plumbing. You're probably giving plumbing tips, advice, and things like that. That's your main storyline, your main theme. But there's another storyline. It's the larger storyline of your blog. It's who you are or who your business is. And you want to take a break occasionally from your regular main storyline theme of, you know, again, the plumber example of your plumber advice? Yeah. Of your advice about plumbing. And you want to take a break from that, and you want to occasionally share content about your past storyline, how you became a plumber, or even your current storyline, things you're involved with today. And if you're an individual and your business is all focused on you, then you obviously want to bring in your own story. If your business is focused on an entity and not on you as an individual, then you want to bring the past and the current storyline of how your business came to be and about what you do each day. And from my own example, the way that I do this on recessionsolution.com is I regularly provide these chunks. My main theme is content marketing, business tips, and that sort of thing. But what I do is I take a break from that and I go to my larger hovering storyline, which is about me, who I really am, what makes me different, besides that I keep itching my forehead on a video, from all the other experts. And the way I've done it, if you go to recessionsolution.com, you click on About Scott, you'll see just a little bit of my backstory that I've been revealing. Some of the crazy but true facts about me, like that I got kidnapped as a child, and how that makes me think differently than other people, and how that applies to business and what I do now. How I revealed about my background as a martial artist. And that brings in and allows people to have these interesting, like, intriguing highlights about your life, and it engages people in a way that it wouldn't if you just stick to your main storyline. And just so you know, I'm going to reveal soon what I think is probably one of the more shocking facts about me that I haven't revealed yet, never in this context, about who I am and my background. And so I would just encourage you to stay tuned on my blog to find that element out. See how he used suspense? Ooh. The third thing is that he uses, okay, so the first thing, he uses parallel storylines. The second thing is he uses them with smaller chunks of a storyline, with this larger hovering storyline. And the third thing he does is he will also provide these little tangent storylines, these little tangent chunks in the show. You need to do that. You need to provide tangents, small side interesting things. It has nothing to do with your larger storyline. It has nothing to do with your normal main storyline, your main content. Just side interesting things, because it's important, because it keeps your blog interesting, and it gives a release to your readers. It helps them to be more engaged than they were before, and they might find something that allows them to relate to you in a way they never would before. And it allows them to discover new things that they like about you. For example, the other day, it's Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, and I sat down for a late breakfast and decided to ask my 3 sons, do you guys know about Martin Luther King Jr.? And the response that my children gave me was so hilarious, I had to post it on my blog. There was no lesson, business lesson. It wasn't a part of my larger storyline, but I put it there because it's important to give those tangents. Because remember, that's where our minds go. They go on these tangents. It keeps people engaged because they never know what's about to happen. They never know what you're going to reveal, what you're going to show, and it keeps them coming back for more. And that's what J.J. Abrams knows. He knows how to engage people. He knows how to keep their attention so they stay with the content, and he knows how to get them coming back for more. That's what you want to do. And if you do these things, you will see your content begin to have more impact, and you'll see readers coming back for more. For now, this is what you can do. You can subscribe here on YouTube so that you don't miss any of my videos. You can watch my previous video, Content Creation Secrets of Charles Dickens. You can see it here on YouTube. You can go to my site, recessionsolution.com, and look for the link. The second thing is you can go over to recessionsolution.com and read some of my other unique perspectives and insights on content marketing and content creation. There's the category right along the side of the blog. And the third thing is you can go there and you can sign up for preview lessons of my Content Boosters course, where you can get little samples of how to take your content, regular, average, normal content, and to boost it up, to charge it with a new type of energy that will make it more effective. And it'll help you even if you decide you never even want to purchase or be a part of the online course. If you like this video, just want to know if you could do me a favor. Could you please like it on Facebook? Could you tweet it? Could you email it? Could you send smoke signals? Do whatever to share it with others. This is only my second video. I need to get the word out to people that they're here for them to watch. And you can help me to build momentum. You can help spread the word. And I want to thank you because people did that already with the first video. If you're one of them that tweeted about it and shared it, thanks so much. And if you liked it again, please do that again. And that's it for now. Until we talk again next time, take these ideas, implement them, and see what happens. Contact me, leave a comment, let me know how you applied it. Let me know if you have any questions. And hope to see you again next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.